Okay, so this section that we're doing is very similar to something we did in the very beginning of the school year around September and October, where we talked about determining whether a given amount of data was linear, quadratic, or exponential. Do y'all remember doing that vaguely?
Yes.
Where we had to figure out whether it's linear, quadratic, or exponential. It is the same concept here, except we're not figuring out if it's exponential. We're just determining whether it's a polynomial and what type of polynomial it is. Does that make sense? Okay, so here we go. Finite difference. Finite difference literally means that all we're doing is subtracting from with them being in numerical order and equally spaced. Okay, you're subtracting your y values to see if there is a point where they are the common difference, right? You remember doing that a little bit? So steps to find the finite difference. First thing is you want to make sure that they're in order and numerical order. So we want to list them in sequence of numbers. Second, we're going to find the difference. To find your difference, you are doing your y2, so your second y value minus your first y value. That is how you're finding your difference. Yes? Second y value minus first y value. And then you're going to count the number of times it takes you to get a common difference. All right? And then how many times it takes you, that's the degree of the polynomial. Okay, so we have for us, our degree of polynomials are, you can have a first degree polynomial, which is just called a linear. You can have a second degree polynomial, which is a quadratic. You can have a third degree polynomial, which is called a cubic. A fourth degree polynomial, which is called a quartic, or a fifth degree polynomial, which is called a quintic. Okay, we will not go past that. Got it? Okay, so first difference is a linear. Second difference is a quadratic. Third difference is a cubic. Fourth difference is a quartic. And fifth difference is a quintic. And all you're doing is subtracting. Okay, that's why it's called finite differences. Yes? Are you ready to try? Okay. 5 is quintic. Like quintuplet. Quintic. Ready, Freddy's?
Can I go to the group on the phone?
Girl, no. Go back. All right. So first thing first, are they in numerical order, my x's? Yes, x's are numerical order. Are they equally spaced? They are. Everyone is one apart, right? All right, so that means I'm good to go to subtract. So all I'm doing is, what is 15 minus 55?
Negative 45.
Negative 40.
Oh, I was so.
Next, I have what is 1 minus 15? Negative 14. What is 1 minus 1? What is 3 minus 1? 2. Was my first difference common? Answer is nope. So guess what that means? It's not linear, and we go again, right? So now we're doing negative 14 minus negative 40.
Oh,
okay. A negative times a negative is a positive. So technically this is negative 14 plus 40, which is 26. Okay, now we have 0 minus negative 14. A negative times a negative is a positive, so it's actually 14. Okay, then we have 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. Because it's 0 minus negative 14. And when you subtract a negative, that means you're adding a positive.
You're adding 0 to it.
So it's 0 plus 14. Minus a negative is the same thing as adding a positive. Because PEMDAS says we have to multiply before we add or subtract, right? All right. All right. Second difference, is it the same?
No.
So that means it's not a Quadratic, right? All right, so now we're here. What is 14 minus 26? Negative 12, right? What is 2 minus 14? Negative 12. Ding, 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 ding. We found our common difference. It's a cubic. It's a third degree polynomial, which makes it a cubic. Huh? How many times did I have to subtract?
Oh, okay.
Right? My third difference was common. So this is a third degree polynomial. It can. I mean, we just don't, none of ours will. In theory, you can keep going, but we don't have enough numbers to go with 5 anyway. Yeah. All right. Yes? No? Maybe so?
No.
Okay. All right, let's do this one. So I'm not going to say anything. You guys are going to tell me what to do. All right, I'm ready for instructions.
Wait, so my difference was 12.
Our common difference was negative 12, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the degree.
So remember, we put different categories, so I'm gonna ask,
Yes,
our difference of degree is 30.
yes. All right,
But I want
what do I need to do?
Put it in numerical order.
Okay,
Put it in numerical order.
check. Next,
Let's hear one apart. They are.
are they one apart? Yes, check. Now what am I doing?
We start subtracting.
Okay, what am I subtracting?
19 minus. Well, plus three.
Yes. It's negative 19 minus negative 20, right? And then what does that equal?
31.
It's 1. A negative times a negative is a? So it's actually negative 19 plus 20, which equals 1, positive 1. All right, what's next?
89 minus 19.
So we get 10. Good job. All right, next. Plus 9, which equals what?
But it's not a negative.
Didn't have to be a negative. Okay. And that equal? Okay. And then? All right. So it's not linear, clearly. It's clearly not linear. So now we're gonna go again. Is it okay if I don't write out the subtraction? Is that okay? Let's see. Maybe. Let's see. 10 minus 1. 14.5 minus 10. 14.5 minus 14.5. 10 minus 14.5. Is it quadratic? No. All right. 4.5 minus 9. Negative 4.5. 0 minus 4.5. Negative 4.5 minus 0. So what is it? It is a cubic, and our common difference is? So this is a third degree, which makes it a cubic. Yes? Doable? All right. Huh? All right, here are yours. With me saying nothing. As I walk around, if you need my help or you have questions, please stop me. All right, so for your you do, let's see how you did. Starting off here, we have negative 6 minus negative 2, which means negative 6 plus 2, which is negative 4. We have 0 minus negative 6, which is positive 6. 10 minus 0 is 10. 20 minus 10 is 10. 28 minus 20 is 8. That's your first level of difference. Okay? Not linear. Then you have 6 minus negative 4, which is 10. 10 minus 6 is? 4.
Four.
10 minus 10 is? 0. 8 minus 10 is -2.
What is it?
Second row, is it quadratic? No. Then we're gonna keep going. 4 minus 10 is? -6. 0 minus 4 is? -4. -2 minus 0 is? -2. Third, did it work? No. Here we go. -4 minus -6 makes it a +2. -2 minus -4 makes it a positive.
So anytime it's a positive, a negative,
A-
subtract the negative, it will
A
be
minus and
positive.
negative is adding the positive.
And then anytime it's a negative, subtracting a positive will be a thing.
No, it depends on which sign is bigger. So if the negative number is larger, like absolute value of the negative number is larger, then you're gonna be negative. Like if I had -6 plus 4, it's gonna be -2 because 6 is larger than
But if
4.
it was a positive 6 and a negative 4, it would be a positive.
It'd be a +2 because 6 is bigger.
All right, I'm getting a little bit.
All right, how do we feel? Okay, yes, yes. Okay, we're going to,
I know what I'm doing when I get home.
okay. So I'm gonna leave you to do example 4. I will tell you right now, it should go fairly quickly on example 4. If you didn't do it already. We're ready? Okay. What were your numbers for your first difference?
4.
Then? 1.9, then? Okay. And then your numbers for your second difference. And then? And then? So what is this one? Second degree, so it's a quadratic. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, can we do it? Doable?